He's getting absolutely annihilated. You're not going to hit me. Not today. Just going to teleport out. Absolutely easy peasy kills all day long, bro. So in this video, I want to quickly break down a loadout that I've been enjoying a lot and I think is very strong actually on the highest difficulty of the game, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to be combining the war pack with some really cool tools to just have a great experience on max difficulty. And after we break down everything when it comes to the stratagems, you know, weapons and whatnot, grenades, then I'm going to show you guys how to actually utilize it, all the strong points of this build. When it comes to the red stratagems, for this, I like to pick up, for example, orbital gas or 500 kg, or even you can go for the eagle strafing run, whichever you prefer, slap that one on, right? I like to rotate these in. I always try to mix things up so I don't get bored and I don't get burnt out. So whichever you think you're feeling today, go for that one. All of those are going to work really well with this build overall. Now, the next one is going to be the war pack with our primary weapon. It just takes everything to the next level. And in general, right now, this is my favorite item in the game. When it comes to the blue stratagem, guys, this is going to depend on what kind of enemies you're fighting. I would advise that if you are fighting, for example, the predator strain, go for the stalwart, and that will work really well. If you're going against normal bugs, you can essentially go for anything you want because the movement is so good that you're not going to have any issues when it comes to staying alive, right? Like, obviously, you can get caught by something crazy against the bugs. You can go for the flamethrower as well. You can go for the de-escalator. Like, a lot of these things, once again, up to your play style. Now, the reason I say that is because the primary and the warpack combo is so strong that you're going to be clearing most of everything on the map. The only thing that you're going to be careful with is going to be the shriekers. That's why I think that stalwart, even in that case, is really, really good. Now, for the primary weapon, right, and this is where it becomes really fun, you're going to go for the one and only torture. The torture and the warpack combo is ridiculous, man. There is definitely a skill gap, as you will see, and I'm going to be explaining that through the gameplay, right? And there's some interesting details that you need to know in order to make all of this work on a high level. But like, once you master it, it's very, very strong. Also, keep in mind that the torture easily takes down Bile Titans. And now with the war pack, actually all of that is even crazier than it ever was, bro, because you got the crazy movement and the ability to go in and out. The grenade is going to be the guest grenade. The armor is going to be another open slot. However, I'm going to give you a few good options in my opinion. One of them being the medium armor with extra stims. So essentially the medic armor, right? The fact that with the war pack, sometimes you can mess up, right? Like, or let's say you're getting into a crazy situation and you do need to warp back to back and then your limb breaks or you take some kind of damage, you get set on fire, whatever it is. Having those extra stims with extra time on it really is a banger, right? So you can't really go wrong with this armor. Now, you could also pick up the light medic armor, and that does feel good as well. Now, another armor piece that you can go for, and you guys know I absolutely love this one, is the medium armor with extra petting. Any of these armor pieces are gonna be just absolutely fine with this build. If you want to experiment and try others out as well, it's gonna work, right? The main point of this build is gonna be the correct movement, the correct timing, and the power of torture and warpack. So now let's jump into that and let's break everything down. So there's a few cool things about this build, right? The biggest problem always with the torture was like creating distance and understanding how to stay away from your enemies, right? And now with the warpack, that's not an issue, dude. Like, that's not an issue at all. You can start burning the ground very, very easily now, right? And then you can just teleport backwards, create more range, and just do it again. This creates, and hopefully not burn your teammates like I did. My apologies, Lightning. I'm sorry. But what this does, this gives you the ability to create crazy amounts of area of effect with this combination, dude. Like, the AoE damage is actually going to be wild, and that is what makes it so good. So once again, what you're going to be doing here is exactly this, right? Let's say there was a lot of enemies here, and we're going to showcase everything, obviously. You're going to burn the ground as much as you can. Enemies are pushing in. Boom, you do this. You burn the ground again. And look at how much range you can create and how big amounts of areas you can cover with this combination. It's actually tons of fun. Not only that, but it makes dealing with the Bile Titans easier as well. In this situation, right, if he's gonna try to move to me or like spew, I'm gonna try to let him spew so I can showcase what I'm talking about here. You can teleport under him, and then just deal damage and tons of it with the torture, and you can essentially play with them much easier, right? It makes these kills so much more comfortable as well. You can obviously move to the sides if you want to, all that kind of stuff. Take him out and teleport out. It is incredible. And one of the coolest things about this combo, the War Pack and the torture, is that it definitely takes time to kind of master the combination, right? Like learn it and understand it. But that's what makes this so perfect, man. Got a lot of enemies here. Right here. We're going to do the same, right? We're going to melt the ground. We're going to teleport away. I'm going to try to be careful here because we do have lightning. So I don't want to melt them down. We're going to do this. Teleport back. We're going to do this again. Oh, he almost jumped into it. But you guys can see how easy it is to clear hordes of enemies with this combination, bro. It is literally one of the most fun times you're going to have in this game as you master this combo. Once again, we're going to melt them down. They're getting close. Boom, out of there. Hands down, the best backpack in the game, bro. Like, it's so cool that they've added this. Another Bile Titan, so we're going to do the same stuff. I'm actually going to drop a gas below him if there's smaller enemies. Then I'm going to teleport under. I'm going to start melting him. We got to be careful with his legs. He's doing some acrobatics here. Like right here would be a great example, right? Look, boom, crazy situation, and you're out of there. Dive stim, turn around. Do a lot of damage here. If he does spew, we just got to teleport. That's all we got to do. I'm going to take out the smaller enemies. Okay, our teammate is down. I'm not going to res him just yet so I can showcase. Okay, and then I'm going to get him up. Boom, switch. Look at how many there are as well. Look at that, dude. If they get close, they can get melted as well. Get out of here. It's freaking incredible. And, oh, wait a minute. I got an idea. We're going to bait him in. Get out of there. Woo! Come on, baby. Come on, dude. Oh, we got to go for the Shrieker base, though. Like, there's a lot of them. Oh, he's not going to like... No. Bro, it didn't work for some reason. Boom, see ya. You can literally play with them. Chargers are literally a joke since this thing has been added. Like, as long as you're just kind of baiting them into whatever the hell their goal is, they can't do anything. You can literally forever create distance and melt them down. And since fire is so good now, torture absolutely destroys them. Remember, the change also happened to fire, which means that you're putting bigger targets and larger targets faster on fire now, which means that the tick damage starts earlier, which means that the kills have become faster as well. Now, overall, right there, the best case scenario for a charger is to go for the tail if you have an opening, right? But obviously, if you don't, you just direct hit him. Just like this, you know, it still goes through. It's all about the tick damage. It is so easy to get the clears at the moment, dude. And it has become so easy to survive as well compared to before because... Oh, I'm going to pick this up. Actually, don't think I did. Because of now we have a combination of movement and gas grenades as well, right? So you see how he's torching the ground? We just join him with that. And literally everything that is coming through is getting annihilated, bro. Annihilated. And remember, it's only 2 of us on difficulty 10. This is literally difficulty 10. And we're just torching everything thanks to, you know, the combination of fire and specifically the War Pack, bro. Let me drop a gas grenade here. So what you want to do when you're getting overwhelmed with smaller targets is always use the gas as a way to stay alive, right? Like, you just get their attention, confuse them, and then you can focus on the bigger targets. Spewing is not an issue anymore, right? Because you can always do this. So you can absolutely torch the tail with 1 teleport. That was done, by the way. Boom, I'm out of there. Look how fun that is, bro. He's getting absolutely annihilated. You're not gonna hit me, not today. I'm just gonna teleport out. Absolutely easy peasy kills all day long, bro. Right here, right? A great thing. Once again, you can break his ankles. You can teleport behind him as well. But I've noticed that if you do it to the side, you end up at a better angle to hit the tail, for example. Okay? And then you can melt them pretty easily as well.